Yeah, at work I'm at a drop off an order, and my diaper's getting kind of full right now, so I might need to change really soon. But it is very discreet. Check out my last video for the discreet outfits video, but my diaper is getting a little full right now.
So today is January 5th, 2025. The election was 2 months ago, a solid 8 weeks, and these liberal videos on YouTube are still going really strong. I mean, it's not only me. There's several people out there still doing this. There's people out there that are way ahead of me. There's some people out there doing like 50 now. This is my 18th. What seems to be the most consistent to my channel, though, that people really do like is the Whining Liberal Men, so that's what we're back with right now, guys. Whining Liberal Men, Part 6. Let's get into it.
Great news. My frontal lobe finally finished developing this morning, and I realized why it sucks so bad to be a liberal. Because I am so empathetic and compassionate towards people that don't give a shit about me. Why do I care so much about them? Why do I care that they're utterly brainwashed by this right-wing political machine and politicians that don't care about them, but they're convinced they do?
You voted for a criminal and a liar in front of the world.
Hey, so I don't know if you know this, but when somebody promises to do something, if you do something for them, I don't know, like voting for them, and then comes out after you've done your part of the bargain and says, hey, I know I promised, I said I was going to do this, but that's just not going to happen. I'm just not going to be able to do that. That's not going to happen. That's called a lie. That is called a lie. And when it's about groceries, that is called lying about groceries. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I've said it before and I'll say it as many times as it needs saying, okay? Trump voters are either highly, highly uneducated or fundamentally bad people. Either they don't understand the issues and they're voting on something they don't understand, or they do understand the issues and they understand that by voting for Trump they will harm people and they do it anyway, making them a bad person. Or there's a third category, which is that you are willfully ignoring every piece of data that contradicts your viewpoint, making you a fucking idiot.
Now, let's be honest here. Everything that kid just said, doesn't that pretty much, well, he's saying Republicans this, Republicans that, doesn't that pretty much all describe exactly what a Democrat or a liberal votes like? They don't seem to really know what they're voting on, or they think they do. But again, they think they have a booming economy because the TV tells them that they have a booming economy. I clearly feel like as if he's basically explaining a mirror image of a Democrat saying it's Republican.
We told y'all what rolling back DEI meant. We told y'all what Project 2025 wanted to do about DEI. They wanted to get rid of it. They wanted to abandon it.
What's so crazy to me about Trump supporters being like, you don't look like the gender that you say that you are? Most of these Trump supporting men are built like women. You got birthing hips, but then you're going to talk about a transgender person not looking like their gender? Sir, you have no muscle tone. You have the soft ass fucking voice. And then you're going to look at a trans man and be like, you're not man enough? By your own standards and the other men who are around you, you're a beta male bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I really like Trauma Bear. I get a kick out of him. That's why you'll see I put him in so many of my videos. But I have to disagree with him there. I'm not sure, maybe he doesn't know the difference truly between like a Republican and a Democrat. Because it seems like what he's describing is everything that I keep making videos about.
We got some dumbass motherfuckers in this country. Dumbass motherfuckers. Dumbass shit.
Because if you voted for Trump, I genuinely hope you are so happy right now. I hope you're having the greatest day of your fucking life. Because you know what? When your kid is in school one day and there's a school shooting and they fucking die or get sent to the hospital or someone they know gets shot, I hope that you were happy with the thoughts and prayers that come from that. I hope that you were so fucking happy that if your wife gets raped, that she has to have that child. I hope you were so fucking happy that the trans people in your fucking life might have to detransition because this motherfucker is going to take away gender affirming care.
I don't understand how so many people could vote for such evil. A person that, a convicted rapist, somebody who hates, who's so full of hate, somebody who believes that people like me shouldn't exist, people like that. I've never been so scared in my life. I honestly am very surprised. I was optimistic about my fellow people in this country, and you proved me wrong. I guess the majority of people in this country need some serious therapy. I'm trying to move to Canada now. To all you who supported Trump today, stay the fuck away from me. Okay, if you're family, you're not my family anymore. If you're my friends, you're not my friends. If you don't know me, you never will.
So this guy is trying to convince you that the majority of Americans, more than half of them, need not just therapy, but serious therapy. That's what that guy just told you. As I explained in previous videos, I'm a native of Canada. Please don't come to Canada if this guy ever comes across this video. And by the way, when I do see in the comments, I'll get it every now and then. If this is a Canadian channel, or if this guy's Canadian, why does he care about American politics? Why is he talking about American politics? That is a massive sign that you're a liberal coming in and watching my videos. So I should be able to ask you the same thing. Why are you in a conservative video?
What that says about you. Your true you won't even respect you. Look in the mirror.
Hey, so do you remember in 2020 when the election results got announced and you guys raided the Capitol because you wanted the election results overturned? Do you remember that? Do you remember all the President Trump, please save me videos? Do you remember how actually truly insane y'all were? Like, yeah, we're over here like, oh, I'm disappointed the election's lost. We're not raiding the Capitol. We're not bringing harm to real people. That's all you guys.
Unfollow me if you want, or keep following me. I don't care either way. But I think that you have a right to know who you're following. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you are a Republican, I'm going to bully you. Cool, thanks.
So look what's happening, people. They're going against DEI. Now, for those of you who didn't listen the first 100 times, DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. What does that mean? That means that employers not only had to look for the most qualified people, but they also had to look for qualified people of color.
I just got a comment from another Trump supporter on the other app, and he's like, you shouldn't say that you hate us. It's wrong to hate Trump people just because of who they voted for. And I'm like, no, I hate you. It's true hatred. I know that I hate you, and it's wrong to hate people for who they voted for. I know that. That's why I have such a hard time being around people in my own family who I know voted for Donald Trump, because I do hate them as much as I hate him. Yeah, you can call it Trump derangement syndrome if you want to. I just call it hatred, pure and simple, and I'm not going to spiritually bypass this. I hate you if you voted for Donald Trump. You disgust me as a human being if you voted for Donald Trump. You are a terrible, horrible human being if you voted for Donald Trump. That's how I feel. I'm not going to pretend to feel otherwise. When he gets in office, my hatred for him and his supporters is going to go up. It's going to take me years to get over this, okay? The amount of hatred I feel. I have to work off this karma. I know that. That's why I'm not going to make it worse by being around them during the holidays.
You know, the worst thing about these like complete and total TDS cases is, to them, the TDS is more important than what's actually going on in daily life. People like this, they are fully aware that the Biden-Harris administration sucked. It was terrible. Bad economy, terrible security. I mean, the border's wide open. I don't even have to go through the list. You guys all know it. These people try and act like, oh no, they've done so much, they've done such great things. They are fully aware that it was a terrible administration, but the thing is, their fear and hatred of Donald Trump is so strong, they have to condemn you that, no, you're better off sticking with this BS type of administration that we have now and go with another Democrat again. Yeah, it's just, expensive stuff in grocery stores and like more open borders, but as long as there's no Trump, so they feel better.
Anywhere you go in this world, you're going to fuck around and find out. When people start realizing you mega.
I mean, you have to hope he does a good job, right? Over the next 4 years, because it's what we're stuck with. But I am gutted right now. Hate won today. It really did. And that sucks.
I'm sorry to the people that We failed tonight. To the women out there, and to the other groups that could be negatively affected by Trump administration, I'm sorry. I left it all on the table. I tried. The fight continues, I promise.
Human beings who otherwise might be overlooked because of the white majority in this country. So if you voted against DEI, well then, you know, you kind of don't have anybody to blame but yourself. And if you voted against your own best interests and against your own family's best interests, well, then you don't really have anybody to blame but yourself, do you?
Now that they actually elected a fucking felon, they need to go through and remove every status that requires felon for jobs. I'm being serious. Now that fucking dirty ass Orange, I still can't get over the fact that he's there. But anyways, now that he's the president-elect, they physically need to go through and remove that from all job category. Every single job. I don't give a shit if you're a surgeon or not. I do not fucking care. If he could be a president with 34 fucking felonies, I could be any damn job I want to be with a felon. Like, that pisses me off to no end, to know that how fucking ridiculous and dumb and fucking ass backwards our country is. Literally. That's our country in a nutshell.
It's absolutely incredible how stupid some of these people are. I'm sorry to be so harsh about it. But again, they're just going off of like MSNBC and CNN talking points. They're not doing any research for themselves whatsoever. I followed the whole New York hush money case. There was a guy on Twitter that was in the courtroom and he was tweeting out line by line as quick as he could. It was so one-sided. And I'm sure a lot of you guys followed along with it as well. It was incredibly one-sided. There was... The decision was already made the very first day of court, what was going to happen. I was still absolutely shocked when I heard that, he was guilty on 34 counts because it was that terrible of a case. I didn't think they would actually have the nerve to go through with it, but they did. But people like this need to do some more research. Again, absolute TDS.
I'm going to start looking at you different. 2 or 3 glares. Trying to gauge you on what possessed you to have so much hate in you.
They are fearmongered into believing they should be fearful of immigrants, women in power, books that invoke critical thinking, the trans community, when there's such a larger issue at hand. We are living in a chess game where we are the pawns, politicians are the kings, queens, knights, rooks, and billionaires are moving the chess pieces. And they will never see that. And it breaks my heart.
I hope you were so happy with that. I hope you were so happy with what you just fucking did. I hope you were so happy to maybe never be able to fucking vote again because he's gonna take that fucking right away from you. But you fucking voted for him. You fucking did this shit. You did it. Like, great, bro.
The thing is, I myself am uneducated. I was in a cult. I didn't receive no damn education. I ain't this fucking dumb.
Hey there. Just had lunch with my granddaughter. Usually a really fun experience, but she had a story. The story is a 4th grade boy came up to her group at school this morning and said, "Why are all girls left-handed?" It's because they have no rights. Tell me this is not a learned behavior at home. I blame Trump.
I believe it was Whiny Liberal Men video number 3. The clip with the guy with the grocery store story, America First. I'm calling BS in this as well. He literally, after he said the punchline, it's like he looked to the side so proud, like as if everybody went like, whoa. Like he must have put this together and thought he was ingenious and couldn't wait to get in front of a camera. But I'm calling BS again.
You guys think liberals are out here trying to fucking educate you because they want you to live some kind of fucking miserable existence with us. But the fact is, we don't want to fucking live miserable existences. We want to know that our fucking families are being taken care of by the fucking government. We want to know that billionaires aren't getting rich by denying health care for people who fucking need it, when there are other countries who have universal health care systems.
It is so unsettling to be out walking around in public right now, just looking at people and not knowing if the one standing next to you voted for a rapist, not knowing if the person behind you in line at the store is out there chanting, "Your body, my choice." Like, how are we supposed to just walk around and interact with these people like they didn't just sell out every woman and minority in this country, like they didn't just condemn us all to hell, and they all want to act like we're going to just move on and it's going to be okay? It's not going to be okay. You guys just made it not okay for everybody, and now we are all looking sideways, wondering if you're one of them, and if you are, we've got nothing for you.
Now, for this gentleman, things are actually going to be okay. The reason being is because now your border's going to be closed. Things are going to become more affordable. People are going to be safer. There's going to be less drugs in your street. So when you're stating to this gentleman, when you're looking around, is it one of them? Did they sell us out? Democrats and liberals have been selling out the entire country for the past 4 years and pretending that they're under an administration that knows what it's doing. America was so unsafe. The border was wide open. We don't know the exact number of visitors that came across the border, but there's a lot more than they report in mainstream media. The bottom line is, this is another person that is so anti-Trump that he can't see clearly, he can't see through the fog and actually see that his country's heading in a better direction.
When people here in the States realize who you are, they're going to start walking away from you. I'm talking about good people, logical people. They will walk away from you. They don't want to be a part of that.
So are you guys heading to the Trump victory rally on January 19th? Yeah, it's going to be great. It's right before the inauguration, and for some reason he has to have a victory rally. You know what's interesting? You know who else had a victory rally back in 1933? Schmittler. Yeah, he had a victory rally to show the unification of power. Isn't it just so fun that in 2025 we can still make connections and find similarities between 1930s Germany and America today?
For a historical comparison, you want to know how the majority of loyal Nazis reacted when Hitler's regime collapsed, when Hitler died? Do you think that they said to themselves, wow, maybe we made some mistakes, wow, maybe we were the bad guys? No. They smiled, killed themselves, and said, we're gonna die, but we're gonna die loyal Germans, and we're gonna die loyal to the Fuhrer. History doesn't rhyme, but the verse and meter get really scarily close sometimes.
Ladies, female presenting individuals, assigned female at birth, men, sure, everyone. We lost. We absolutely lost. Some say there's still votes to be counted. So we will see, I guess, the 100% official final vote over the next few days. But if things continue as it's currently projected, 4B movement, 100%.
You know, it's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit that you guys fucking listen to what we're saying and somehow think that the opposite must be true. It's really fucking ignorant. And you're really about to fucking find out if Kamala Harris doesn't save the fucking day.
Okay, so this same guy, I had him in Whining Liberal Men, I think video number 2. And when I first seen this video, I can agree with actually a comment that I just received on that video, I think it was today or yesterday, where somebody stated that this guy, it's kind of shocking that he's a liberal. He just totally does not look like a liberal. He looks like somebody who should be a Republican. And I could agree with that because that's how I felt the first time I seen him too. But the thing is, he's got the woke mind virus. He can, you know, he's not sure if he's the one wearing the pants in that relationship. I don't know if he deserves his beard. So I have one more clip coming up for you guys. And believe it or not, we're going to close this one out a little bit different. I actually found a liberal man, like a legit man. Somebody that you would actually, expect when you shake his hand, he's going to squeeze your hand back tight. A liberal man that actually has testosterone, and he doesn't eat a whole bunch of soy. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Well, congratulations, America. We were able to show the rest of the world that we are just as fucking stupid as they thought we were. Like, I didn't think we were going to be able to do it. Like, that's a pretty high bar to clear. But the dumbest fucking Americans really pulled together. Like, they pulled their weight, and they made sure that we were able to not only clear that bar, we cleared that bar with some room. So we get to hold the title of the dumbest country on planet Earth for at least the next 4 years.